dropped by 15% over this last year, which is massive. So you guys know what I'm gonna do, right?
You know what you're watching. DS Learning Finance. Whoa.
As you guys can see, I'm in a really good mood. But guess what? There's actually been some bad news about Direct Line. Yes, you know the stock that I own the most amount of shares in? Something bad's happened. So I'm going to continue dancing. As you guys probably know, Direct Line is a huge motor insurance company within the UK. But what's specifically bad about them, what's recently happened, is the drop in insurance premiums. As you guys can see, it's dropped by 5.8%. So the total amount of premiums that Direct Line has in this third year quarter is £855 million compared to last year, which was £904 million, which equates to a 5.8% drop, obviously. So yeah, they haven't been increasing, they haven't been progressing. And coincidentally enough, the share price has dropped by 15% over this last year, which is massive. So you guys know what I'm gonna do, right? And it's all because Direct Line investors are panicking right now. They're running straight for the exit door from this piece of information. Don't get me wrong, it is not a good thing to hear about your company doing this. So digressing from the previous year compared to this most recent year, it's never a good thing to hear as a stock owner. However, and I mean however, it is all about perspective, people. Perspective. What those investors have failed to realize, the ones that are panicking right now from this piece of information, is that that wasn't even the most important piece of information. The most important piece was what Paul Geddes actually said. I can never say his surname. I'm sorry for butchering your surname. Sorry. Geddes? Okay. We'll just say Paul. Okay? We'll just say Paul. He still feels that the company, Direct Line, are still able to meet that 2018 targets. So whether this has happened or not, we're still in a good situation as a stock owner of Direct Lines. It's not the end of the world, guys. That's basically what I'm trying to say. This shows that Direct Line, they may not be progressing at the rate that we want them to progress, but they're still progressing nonetheless. They're still able to meet their objectives that they set a year ago. Still meet, even after all of this rubbish has happened. And this is why I love this piece of information to come out. I actually want it to happen to my stock, because it's this little information that makes investors panic and run for the door, completely try to exit, and at terrible prices. Those prices that they exit at is the prices I'm gonna enter at. Effectively, I am getting dirt cheap stocks just because investor or the market has overreacted to a piece of information. So as an investor, you have to be able to recognize these sort of scenarios, because they're going to happen on a daily basis, and you don't want to get caught up in that cycle where you're running for the door and then realize a few days later or a week later or a month later that, okay, maybe I might have actually overreacted. This is a classic case of that, guys. I know it's really cold because you're technically making money from other people's mistakes, but that happens on a daily basis, guys. So you as an investor, you need to be able to pick up these trends. You need to be able to see when the market's overreacting or when it's actually justified. This is a classic case of overreaction. This piece of information about Direct Line, coupled up with the fact that it's not just happening to them, it's happening to all of the motor insurance groups across the border, due to the Ogden rate, which is basically the insurance premium rates, going to change next year. It's forced all of them to lower their premium. So this isn't just an isolated scenario just focusing on Direct Line. No, it's focusing on the whole of the motor insurance group, which makes sense, because then it makes me more confident that this is just a little dip in the market in general. It's not specifically focused on Direct Line. It's just what's happening. And eventually, it's going to go back up to where it's meant to be, guys. This is where I'm going to get some more shares in it right now, where the stocks are cheap. Yep, your boy's happy, as you guys know. If you guys want to gain some more knowledge on the stock market, or just want to see where I've started from, then yeah, I suggest you check out the short description box below, because I've done a reading list there. Find out what tickles your fancy and go from there. Cool. It's your favorite YouTuber, guys. I talk about property investments, I talk about financial management, and I also talk about stock market investments too, like this one, as you guys can see. And before you guys can go out there, whatever you're gonna do for the rest of the day, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. DS Learning Finance.
Whoa.
Bye, guys. Whoa. Ha!